Hi, I'm Intro. In this video, we're going to talk about what is the difference between Spring, Spring Boot, and Spring Boot framework. What is Spring? Spring is often referred as a Spring ecosystem, or they mean the entire family of projects. Whenever someone's talking about Spring, they could mean Spring Boot framework, Spring Data, Spring Cloud, Spring Batch, Spring Session, Spring REST Docs, Spring Social, and much more. Let's take a look at this to understand. In this image, we can understand Spring Framework is the underlying core feature of all Spring projects or Spring. What is Spring Framework? Spring Framework is really just a dependency injection container with a couple of convenience layers such as database access, proxies, aspect-oriented programming, a web MVC framework added on top. So what exactly is dependency injection? Dependency injection allows the creation of dependent objects outside of a class and provides those objects to a class through different ways. Spring Framework is underlying core feature for all the Spring projects. It helps you build Java applications faster and more conveniently. We could easily build different types of Spring-based applications with Spring Boot, and it can be used for both web applications and non-web applications. The key features of Spring Boot are auto configuration. Spring Boot attempts to automatically configure your application based on the dependencies that you have added. It can be done using annotation @configuration. And the another feature is standalone. Spring Boot makes it easy to create standalone production-grade Spring-based applications that you can just run. The another great feature is scaffolding. You can generate starter code by scaffolding your application. This can be done by something called Spring Boot Initializer. Spring Boot Initializer provides an easy way to scaffold your application with starter code and dependencies added as your preference. As we can see, I just generated code using this couple of options that I have added here, such as name and the description and the dependencies that I needed. In this way, I can generate the starter code of the Spring Boot application, and which we can use